Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Today I'm back again with some more live trading and investing, which you guys seem to have enjoyed recently. The stream seems to get loads of views, and yeah, we're going to be doing that actually on my main account. There's a new glitch to get unlimited EA access that I'll be using. I'm going to just do that right now, really. You guys who are early on in the stream can find out how. Basically, what you need to do, I saw this from It's Haber, who you guys may know. Basically, what you want to do is go onto your second account. You want to have your main account also signed in, just like this. Then you want to go on to launch FIFA. You want to just load FIFA normally like this. Zico, welcome to the stream. Harry, Yasu, loads of people who've just joined. Welcome to the stream. You want to do this. And you just want to wait until you get all the way up to the new FIFA menu, the blue one. Below average gamer and Cameras, welcome to the stream. UNS, welcome to the stream. Who should you invest in with under 1,000 coins? You shouldn't invest if you have under 1,000 coins. Just trade and then get enough coins to then invest. You want like 20, 30k before you start investing. Hashcan, welcome to the stream. How's my day been? It's been good. I actually went to a clothing kilo sale earlier on today and got loads of stuff which I listed up on my Depop earlier on. So I've been out pretty much all day. Well, not all day. I got back in time to watch the City game. But yeah, basically what you need to have EA access on a second account, which I've luckily got. You then, when you get to this screen, you change accounts to your main one, which is what I've done here. And now what you need to do is press A, then quickly press the home button, and you want to just do this. You want to be hovering over pause. And you want to wait until it says hospitality settings, so it says connecting, retrieving data, and then hospitality settings. And you just spam FIFA, you spam A like right there. And then you just load it up again, and you will get onto your new account. You've completed Hybrid Nations and Hybrid Leagues on the web app. Nice. You've got the last one, Hybrid Leagues and Nations, to do, and that is the best one. That's the best. You get really, really good rewards from that one. A 50k pack being one of them. Keep or sell Navas. Not this again. In every single stream, people ask me to keep or sell players. Keep all of them, because unless they're like some random non-rare card, but anyone good, like keep them, because they will definitely rise in price. Keep Pyatt or Fraser. I mean, obviously keep them because they'll rise in price, as will anyone who's good. I'm not going to be answering those questions in the stream because it's fairly obvious. And I literally said to keep players you've got probably like 300 times in my last stream. I mean, that's not even an over exaggeration. What could you do with 11k? Keep trading, really. That's what I'd recommend doing. Keep trading, and you should be good. Okay, so I'm quickly doing this glitch, which I've managed to do it once and it worked. I've only tried it once. When it says hospitality settings like that, that's when you then refresh. You wish you could play FIFA, but you're not a fan of it anymore. It is a lot better nowadays. This one here, you're already bored of early access. How? There's so much more stuff to do. And the beginning of the game is always the best time. What should you do with 40k? If you haven't done the advanced SBCs, do them. And then invest those coins or trade. It's up to you, really. I've personally traded to quite a few coins. Then I've invested a significant amount of them and kept a fair amount too. Can I do a foot draft if I have coins? I'd rather not, just because that's 15k. I mean, I could spend that on like an inform that will then rise up in price. So I'd rather not. You prefer Fortnite? I've not played Fortnite now for like at least a month. Fortnite is pretty dead right now. They kind of ruined the game a fair amount. Okay, so yeah, basically I've managed to do it here. This is how you get into the game without EA access, or well, without EA access on your main account. So I've managed to do it now. This is how you do it. Yeah, can I make a 20k squad? I've actually made one, which I will do a video on. Probably tomorrow I'll do the video for it. But yeah, we're going to be doing some trading and investing today. I've got a couple of investments right here. I mean, I'm not going to mention anything really about these ones. I'm going to do a video covering these in a lot more detail. But yeah, we've got some silvers. That's all I'm going to say there. I'm just going to put some bids on some of these players here. Again, if you guys watched my last stream, you may know about this guy here. He's one I think will rise up a lot in price. But yeah, I don't want to like cover this right now on the stream, just because it's a very in-depth thing to cover, and I think I could do a much better job of that in a video. But also I'm investing in people like Talise. So I got him last night for 8k. He's now going for about 11 or 12, so it's a decent one there. Got Alexandra Pato for 1.6, and I reckon he'll probably go to like 2.5 or so. I got a few. I saw my tweet on Morgs. Good tweet. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's my opinion. I'm not a fan of Morgs and his content. Well, I don't know him as a person. He's probably a nice lad, but his content, I'm not a fan of. When's it come out for you? It depends what you're on. I mean, yeah, it depends on like your console and that. Right now, I'm selling literally everyone in my club apart from the good cards I have in my investments. Selling all of them. So if you have non-res, people say keep or sell cards all the time to me. They keep asking me. What you want to do is if you have like random cards like this, no one's going to be using really these subs of cards, and they're just going to get packed even more when the full game's out. So I would recommend selling those types of cards unless they're important to an SBC, which there are some players that does apply to. So for example, if you look at my club, you'll see really what I've got. Right here. So I've got obviously all my loan players. What to do with 40k? All the advanced SBCs, and if you've done them, then you can invest in players. So I've got investments like Xhaka. Wait, I've gone off them. I'll show you guys my club just so you know kind of what I've done with my players and what you guys could maybe do with yours, just so you get a good idea of who to keep and who to sell. So, investments, Xhaka and Fraser, they're two investments I've picked up. I've got duplicates of them as well on my transfer list. Marakamchuk, he's a player I've packed, who right now is worth less than he will be when the game's out, so I'm keeping him. Liaramendi, Ruffier, I'm keeping both of them just because right now they're fairly worthless, but they will be useful when it comes to the the Ultimate Scream SBCs that we'll be seeing in about a month's time, so I reckon they'll rise up for that. Egg Pence and Lucas Brinson, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Rodrigo I'm keeping because he'll be worth more when the game's out. Goretzka I'm keeping because he's an investment who will be worth more when the game's out as well. Going for 28k, he's now going for about 40k or so that's a nice investment there, over 10k profit on him. Aduris, likewise with Ruffier and Liaramendi right there, he's just one for SBCs, really cheap 83. Not worth anything now, so I mean, no point selling him. Same with Savic, Glick, Viviano, and Pepe Reina. Tolisso is another investment that I've got right there. Jonathan Tah, he'll be worth more when the game's out. Dost is an investment. Balotelli is for a team I'm using. Gaitan is an investment who I picked up ages ago just because I thought he was too cheap for the card he's got, and I think that has actually proved to be correct because he was going for this kind of price and now he goes for more. Lopez is a player I'm using. Bernadeschi will be worth more when the game's out. Lenglet is an investment. Bartra is a player I've packed who will probably be worth more when the game's out, so I'm keeping him. Castiles is a player I'm using. Rulli is a player who will probably be worth a little bit more when the game's out, so I might as well keep him. Likewise with Murillo, Brooks, Bellarabi, and Didi, he's a good investment. Pato, Arias is a player I'm using. King I'm using. Diallo will probably be worth a little bit more when the game's out. Piatov, I'm not sure why I'm keeping, so I will sell him right about now. We can just discard him because he isn't selling for anything. Mendy, I think, will be worth more when the game's out. Just, I mean, you can see the common trend. Players who I'm keeping are players who have good stats and play in good leagues. I'm not keeping anyone trash here. I've sold them because they don't really have any value, and that won't change when the game's out. Mukiele is an investment because he's got a good card. Same with that guy. Same with Sissoko. And again, I don't know why this guy's in my club. I don't need him. If you look here, I've got some higher rated cards. These ones here, just keeping them for SBCs in the future that need higher rated players. There's some really, really cheap ones. And then these are some players I've packed recently that I need to get rid of. I don't think I sold them because my transfer list was full, but I'll be doing that right now. So just going to list all of these guys up just because like I have no need for any of these cards really. So I'm just going to get rid of them right now. I mean, as you guys can see, they don't really have much value, any of these. I'll just check just in case. I mean, I don't think he's going to go for much, but you never know. You never know. Footbin isn't really working right now, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, he's going for like 400. But I will be keeping Font because of an SBC, which I think he could be useful for, which I'm preparing for. Elkerson, I mean, I'll sell him for that, and that should be a decent price there. Amrabat, he's a player who, I mean, I'll check his value again. Someone who doesn't sell. So you just, like, these guys aren't really going to change in price when the game's out. There's not much that's going to make that happen. They're just not very good players, so no one really wants them. Merge EU, shut up. Well, you're literally watching a stream of me speak, so I'm not sure what else you're expecting. Should I just be silent or something? Okay, I'll list Baravero for 400 coins. Moreno plays in the Chinese Super League, so may actually be a little bit more expensive just for SBCs or something. Not really, actually. I'll list him for 400. What do you do with 3k? Trade using the trading method I actually just put out a video on today, which works really, really well. Get to like 20k or so, try some higher budget methods or make some investments, and that's all really. Or when you get to more, you can actually go ahead and do some advanced SBCs. Thanks a lot for that, Skills FIFA. I'm keeping Luis Al just because he's Brazilian, and Brazilian players from leagues that are quite obscure, like these ones here, are quite good for SBCs, and they'll probably go up when the full game's released. This guy, not like nothing's going to happen with his price there. So Lescano, I'll check his price. I mean, all these types of players here, they're literally only going to be used for SBCs. No one's buying cards like this to use. This guy actually has a little bit of value, so I will list him up for like 600 coins or so. So that is not too bad there. Rodriguez, you're trying to refund your FIFA points. You can't do that, I don't think. Okay then, Amal Furtado. Again, literally all the players I'm listing up here. The players I would recommend selling are just players who aren't good, unless you guys really trust your ability to trade and make coins. Like, if you have maybe someone expensive, someone like Goretzka, he might be worth 50k when the game's out, and you could sell him now for maybe something like, I don't know, 40k. Look how much this card is, by the way, 2.6k for a goalkeeper. That's why I'm keeping some of the Brazilian players, because they're worth like quite a few coins. But I mean, I'm going to sell this card now for 3.2k, just because that's some good profit I can make on him. I'll sell him for that. I mean, he may rise up to a little bit more when the game's out, but I mean, he's still gone up a good amount there. This card seems to have a little bit of value. Just look at cards like this. I mean, if they do have value, then you can sell them on. If it's just like a non-rare. But the players I'd recommend keeping are just anyone good, like anyone with good stats in a good league with a good nation that people want to use. Keep those cards and then sell any non-rares like this, because their price will probably just go down when the game's out, because they'll be packed even more. I mean, their price can't really go down much more. It's already pretty much rock bottom near discard price, but it's worth just listing some of these cards up, just because you never know. Just keep relisting them and eventually they will sell. Foot Mentor, welcome to the stream. What's going on, dude? Okay, so I'm just checking the price of every single player, listing them all up right here. Just because I want to get the maximum amount of coins in my club. I mean, look, we found another card here. Look through your club and you may find non-rares and things that just go for a good amount. Like this is about 2k for a random card. I'll list them for 1.7. 2k for a random card in my club. But sell all your non-rares like this, because you're going to be able to make a lot more coins if you invest the coins that you're getting from these random cards here into someone of value. So like I could get someone like Tolisso once I've sold maybe 15 of these cards, and they're not going to change in price, whereas someone like Tolisso is. So just a few tips there in terms of investing. You watch for me, not for the game. Wait, what? Wait, do you not really play the game then? Do you not play the game much then, Shauna Gamer? What about OP cards like Adama Traore? Adama Traore is not OP, he's awful. He's got like 61 shooting. So Adama Traore, yeah, you can probably keep because he'll go up in pace just because of that pace, but like no one, like once they've used Traore, they'll realise he's crap and they won't use him because Traore is literally just pace. Like he has the shooting of a bronze card, so no one's really going to use Traore apart from like they might try him for the pace and then just realise he's awful. But like on the whole, you want them to be relatively high rated, maybe like 78, 79 and above. The really low rated cards will just get packed so much they'll be super cheap. But basically anyone with good stats. Adama Traore I wouldn't really say has good stats just because of how bad his shooting and passing and basically everything apart from dribbling is. But I think on the whole, just if they have a good card, keep hold of them, because they will definitely be worth more when the game's out. And mainly just sell all your non-rares, apart from if you have someone like this. I mean, he's a Brazilian. If you get like players in random leagues, so like maybe a French player in I think there's one who plays for Panathinaikos, for example. If you get those types of players, keep hold of them, just because they will probably be worth more when the game's out, because they're really good for SBCs, and you're mainly just investing in them for that. You're not selling them because of that, because they'll be worth more when those come out. Is Bailey a good investment? Yeah, he's a great one. Like, it all makes sense with Bailey. He's a very good player in terms of stats. He plays in a really good league, and he's like relatively high rated, so he'd be a really good one. But as you guys can see, I'm selling loads of these non-rare cards there. I just list them all up and keep relisting them, and eventually they sell. And I mean, yeah, it just clears up space in my club. I don't want to have loads of random players in there, and it just allows me to get the maximum amount of coins possible. So if I sold everyone I had now, I would probably have about 200k maybe, which is decent for the beginning of the game. But as you guys can see, I don't have many pages. I've probably got about 10 pages of players in my club now. Actually not even that. Well, in terms of golds, obviously, I've got a few. Actually, I have a lot of silvers. I'll show you guys the silvers I have. Should you keep Lingard? Will his price go up? Yeah, his price will go up because he's got a good card in a good league. So these are some of the silvers I've got. You guys may spot a trend with them. You guys may not spot a trend with them. You probably should spot a trend with them. And I will be doing a video on exactly why I've bought these cards and which cards I've bought in probably a day or two. So I'm not gonna like say anything about this really because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to kind of ruin the method before I've done the video on it. So yeah, I'm not going to mention that. You guys will probably know what I'm talking about if you've watched my channel before or if you trade. But yeah, that's something I'll be covering quite soon. But anyway, I'm going to actually do a little bit of trading now and see what I can do. Is Edison a good investment? Yeah, because he's got a good card and he plays in a good league. He's the best Brazilian keeper and one of the best Premier League ones. Is it too late to invest in people like Tolisso? It's not too late, but you will not make as much profit as you could have. Like, I got Tolisso last night for 8k, and now he's like 11k. He might hit like 16, 17k. I got a couple for like 6k quite a while ago when the game had just come out. So yeah, the prices will vary, but you can get some decent ones. I also want to pick up this guy. What I'm going to do actually is I'm actually going to start investing in some players for League SBCs, and this is something which that's why I've got the silver players basically. They're there for League SBC investments, which as I said, I will cover that in a video in a lot more detail, but I'm just going to go over quickly. Is Bailly a good investment? Of course, Bailly is a really good investment. He plays in a good league. He's got a good card. I mean, you don't need to keep asking me. Just think, look at the player. If they're good, they're a good investment. Simple. Arnautovic, yes, Arnautovic will go up in price because, you guessed it, he's got a good card and he plays in a good league. So I'm bored of saying this now. You guys get the idea. So I'm going to start building some concept squads now, and these are going to be investment squads. So players to actually invest in. So we're going to just start from scratch and go with investments. This is going to be investments 1 because we're going to make several of these investment squads for various leagues because these are all for League SBCs. Don't go and buy the cards I'm showing you right now. Immediately, you want to wait a little bit and just try and get them when you get a good deal. You don't want to rush it with this. Okay then, so will Bellerin go up in price? We'll think about it. Does Bellerin play in a good league? Yes. Does he play for a good nation? Yes. Does he have a good card? Yes. Will he go up in price? Yes. I mean, I genuinely don't know how people keep asking this. It's so, like, basic. Okay then, so I don't mean that in, like, a insulting way, but, like, I have said that a lot. It's fairly obvious. Okay then, so let's start with Serie A, which is a good league for investing. So what you want to do is just look for a club like Udinese. You want to look for one of the like bottom kind of tier clubs within a league, and you just want to look at certain positions. So goalkeeper, they've got 3, so don't really need to invest there. Right backs, they've got 1 right back, so I mean that's a good investment. They only have 1 right back. They also only have 1 left back. So you've got yourself 2 good investments there. This is all I do, really. I just look at different positions. The midfield is less important. I mean, they only have 1 cam, so that could be a good one. Let's look at wingers. They don't have a left mid. They have 1 right mid. Do they have a left winger? They have 1 left winger, and he is a gold card. On the right wing, they've got this guy here. So already from Udinese, we've got these 5 cards as investments, with these 2 being the best ones, I'd say. Kone, yeah, maybe Kone could be a good one. Let's quickly check. He's actually extinct right now. But yeah, if you look at maybe like D'Ambrosio, for example, he could be a good investment. This guy could also be a good investment because they only have 2 right-sided players, and they also only have 1 right back and 1 left back. So when a League SBC comes out for the Serie A and people go to complete Udinese, they'll have to buy one of these players here. So I wouldn't recommend picking these cards up right now because, as you guys can see, they're quite expensive. But if you build a concept squad, which is why I'm doing it, you can just go through and you can pick up players that you see are cheap. So if you just flick through and you see one listed up a little bit cheaper than any others, you can pick them up. Will Hummels go up? Think about it. Does Hummels play in a good league? Yes. Does he have a good card? Yes. Will he go up in price? Yes. I really don't need to keep saying this. We have nearly 500 viewers in the stream, which is quite good. Welcome to the stream, everyone who's new around here. So Spal, they only have 1 right back again. Dickman, what a name. So let's go and put him in the squad. Left back, they've also only got 1 player, and that is Fares. So we've got some really good investments there already. Midfield, they seem to be set. Left mid, they have 1 left midfielder. Let's check right mid. They have 1 right mid, but he's a gold card. You want to generally be looking for silvers with this method. It doesn't really matter with the other positions. They've got enough strikers, that's fine. If you do the glitch, will your hours go down? I'm not 100% sure. I've only done it today with this new one. Okay, so let's look at Torino. Let's quickly check what they have. Right backs, they've got plenty. Left backs, they've got a gold card. Centre backs, just check that. They're looking good there. I'll check Udinese centre backs. They have a lot of centre backs, but they are all silver. Spal have quite a lot of centre backs too. So you don't want to go for a team that has loads and loads of players in certain positions. Sassuolo have a fair few centre backs. They're gold. Right backs, they only have one. That guy there, who's got a strange name. I just saw someone say, "Will Rashford go up?" I mean, genuinely, guys, how do I have to keep saying this? Rashford obviously will go up because he plays in a good league and he's got a good card. Like, I'm not going to say anymore. Like, it's so obvious. Okay, left wing, gold card. Okay, then strikers. Maybe go with someone like this just because if you need two strikers, then you're gonna have someone like this maybe. Like Odegaard, let's see what he's going for quickly. Like, this is a really cheap card, and he probably will definitely go up when the SBC comes out. What is the glitch on how to get unlimited access? You can either go to the beginning of the stream and watch what I did, or go and watch It's Haber's latest video, and he explains how to do it. And leave a comment saying I sent you. Go and check out It's Haber's latest video. He does explain it in a lot of detail, which I mean, it's really basic, not gonna lie, but to explain it is quite complicated. Basically, just like yeah. To explain, it's quite complicated. If you watch the video, it's really easy though. It's just quite hard to explain. Okay, so there isn't actually a left-sided player for Sampdoria, not at all. But on the right-hand side, you've got Rolando. Do you have a right winger for this club? Let's quickly check. How about Yarmolenko? Again, Yarmolenko plays in a good league. He's got a good card, so obviously he'll be a good investment. You pack Jesus, will he rise? Yes. Like, of course, Jesus will rise. He's one of the most popular strikers on the game. Like, anyone who's overpowered will obviously rise up. Okay, centre backs. Parma don't have any gold centre backs, so this is quite good. Like, these two guys could be good. I'm not really looking at the chat now just because it's people asking me whether to sell people. Okay then, so left mids. You've got this one guy here. How about right mids? You don't have any right mids. Are there any right wingers? Yeah, there's a couple of silvers. Are there any left wingers? Actually, there are a few. So this guy right here probably isn't a good investment there. Best way to make coins, you've got 23k. Watch my latest video and I explain a really good way of making coins. A really good way. Like, if you try that out, you would definitely make a lot of profit. I guarantee that. Best player of packs so far would probably be Marek Hamšík. So I've done Parma. Let's take a look at you want to look for the smaller clubs like Juventus and teams like that. Won't really work with this just because all their players are gold on the whole. Goalkeepers, they're done. I mean, some teams you'll find will only have like one goalkeeper, and then it makes it really easy. So they only, like, a lot of these teams only have one fullback. If it's gold, like in that case there, I mean, I generally would stay away from them. But yeah, we've got a player from there. There's no point asking whether to sell someone anymore because I'm not answering anyone like anything in the chat about that anymore. Because it's fairly self-explanatory. And people are just trolling now and just asking like random people. Will random people change? Okay then, so left wing. They actually don't have any left-sided midfielders or any. Do they only have one right mid? Yeah, but they've got. Well, no, they've got a few actually. Okay, Frosinone. That's another newly promoted team. They have two left-sided players and they have two right-sided players. I actually already have one of them right there. But yeah, they have two on each side, but neither of them are gold, so that means they will all be quite expensive. I'll do that quickly. Want to keep it all like in order so I can quickly go through. So I'm doing like because obviously like if a league on SBC comes out, I don't want to have like a mixed squad of different leagues. So I'm just building a Calcio investment squad. Then I'll build one for like other leagues as well. Left backs for this club as well. We've got that guy there, Molinaro, and then right back, you've got, again, one player there, Zampano, who, again, I've already picked up. That's a good investment there. Centre-backs, I've already picked up a few of. But, yeah, centre-backs, they only have silvers, so you've got lots of good ones there. Look on the other wing positions, right wing, you've got Campbell, but he's a gold, so not really the best one. Strikers, they're all silvers, so you've got a few there. You made 100k with my SBC videos. Awesome. Good to hear. Okay, Fiorentina, let's check that. You got Promise and Courtois in the same pack. Wow, nice. This one here, the right backs for this team, I remember I looked at some of these earlier on. And there's some good investments for sure. Left backs, they have quite a few of, but Yeah, there's a few decent ones there. I'll put both of them up front again just to keep this organised so I can see which is which. Okay, then so Fiorentina midfielders like on the wing. What do they have? They don't have any right mids. They have one left mid, but it's a gold, so not one to invest in. And on the right, they've got Chaser, so another gold. So again, no point really investing there. They only have one striker though, which is worth bearing in mind. Okay, let's check Empoli, another one of the worst clubs here. So they have a fair few strikers, but only one's gold, so potentially you could invest there. On the wings, they don't have anyone. Do they have a left mid? No. Do they have a right mid? They have one right mid, so I mean, yeah, he could be a good one. I think I have one more position to invest in now. So let's check fullbacks for Empoli. They have two right backs who are both silver, and they have two left backs who are both silver. And then in terms of centre backs, who do they have? They've got a couple of centre backs there, but they have a gold one. Shall you sell your prime Pele now or wait? Keep him. Okay, Betante. Or Di Lorenzo. I reckon both of these guys could be good investments. I actually already have that one there, so I'm going to put the other guy in. So I cover both options. So I'll keep him. Is Inform Werner a good investment? Yeah, he is, because he's the best German striker on the game. So he definitely is a good investment. Are anchor cards good investments? Yeah, they are. Does Kepa have the save with the feet trait? I think he may. But there we go. That's the Serie A investment squad done. So, I mean, I'd recommend you guys do exactly the same as what I've just done, really. And just make yourself a squad of players from, like, just go through as I've done here. And you want to try and buy all these types of players, really. So I've got this squad done now. I'll do that. Just want to quickly put them together. I can get two more players in here. I want to try and basically get the entire Serie A into one squad, which I'm not sure if I will be able to, just because... I mean, it would make it easier if I did that, really. Okay, so you've got two left backs, right wing backs. They don't have any right backs. How about centre backs? They've got a fair few centre backs. How about right mids? They've got a fair few right mids. Left wing, they only have one. Did they have a left winger? No. So you've got another one here, a left mid from Atalanta. Gossens is a good investment. I mean, he's already really expensive, but you can. That's why you make a squad like this. Like you're not buying them. You're not buying them right now. You're making a squad so you can then look through and pick them up when you see them at a good price, basically. On the right-hand side, who do they have? I've already checked them. They have a fair few there. And then strikers. Generally, you don't really want to look in the middle because the strikers normally, they have a fair few of them, like the centre mids and everything like that as well. Right winger, they've got one. Left winger, they've got one. Right mid, do they have anyone? No, they don't. So right wing, again, another good investment. The winger positions are always best just because you can't, in the middle, you can convert like a centre mid to a striker or a cam to a CDM or whatever. On the wing, you kind of have to use a winger and there aren't many. Why am I investing in the Serie A? Because there will be a Serie A League SBC at some point and you'll have to complete an SBC for each club. And a lot of these clubs only have like one player in certain positions, which is what I've done here. So it means that you're getting players like this for maybe 150 coins or so, which will then rise up so much in price. Like these cards, for certain clubs, like we saw last year, some players from the Liga hit like 70k and they were silvers, and they had to keep increasing their price range because they were extinct. You want to open packs on Tuesday and make a team? Do I recommend this, or should you open packs on Friday, the 28th, and make a squad then? Open packs as soon as possible, and then just it doesn't really matter when you open the packs, because basically the cards will be at their most expensive around like the 28th, 29th. So if you open them on the 28th, you can sell them when you get them, and if not, you can obviously get, if you open them earlier, then you can just sell them then. So it doesn't really matter when you do that. How long will it be to League SBCs? They'll come out next Friday. There'll be 2 of them. That's for sure. And then, yeah, we'll see how many are then released, really. Okay, then. So I'm just looking through, really, see if there's anywhere where I can narrow down on investments, just so I don't have to get loads and loads of cards from certain ones of these clubs. Like for example, this team here have a few centre backs, so I don't really want to go through and get a whole load of them. So I might just pick up this guy for 350, which I think is a decent deal. Send him to the club, and then go ahead and I just basically what I want to do an entire 23-man squad just of the Serie A. I don't want to then have like a couple of Serie A players in a random squad. I want to just try and narrow it down to the best investments from each of these to make it easy. The left back from Cagliari, yeah, Cagliari will have some really good investments, so I will definitely take a look at that. Bruno Alves, I think the centre backs from this team will be worth a fair amount, but I'll be avoiding them just for the moment. If I see anyone cheap when I look through here, I will definitely pick them up. So if I see one for like a couple of hundred coins, they will be going straight into my club. That guy's extinct. I know that he is really rare. I've tried picking him up on another account, on my trading account as well. Okay then, so this guy here, I mean, yeah, he seems to be quite rare. This guy is also quite rare, no deals there. That guy's quite rare. I'm not 100% sure with this right wing, these two investments here, just because there's two. I think there's probably better investments to make, but I do want to kind of keep them there just for now. Right here, really good investment because he's the only left back for that team. I'm just looking really to make sure that I don't have too many investments. I mean, here you've got two right backs, but they're both rare golds, which means they're both quite rare on the market. So I think I'll probably keep those there. So let's take a look now. What club were we at? Bologna. Bologna. What cards do they have? So again, you just go to concepts. They have a fair few gold players, so they're probably going to be okay. Right backs. They've got one right back though, and buy. So there's one. Centre backs. They've got plenty of. Left backs. They've got one of. So that's decent. And there we go. We're back to the beginning now. But if we look at right mids, they don't have any. Left mids, they have a couple of silvers. Right wing, they don't have any either. So they don't have many wingers at all. And then finally Cagliari and Chievo Verona, I think, are the last two teams. So let's look at Cagliari. I just want to see how many cards there are from Cagliari, just so I know maybe how many to fit into this team. So they don't really have any wingers there. They have one left mid. They have one right mid. Cagliari are a really good one. They have one left back. And they have one right back. So Cagliari are loaded with investments there. Goalkeeper, they've got two goalkeepers. You're debating whether to sell Aguero now or wait. Definitely wait. He's 260 now. He was 180 a couple of days ago. He'll be like 400k soon, like 300 or 400k easily. Okay then, so I've got a couple more now from Cagliari, who I think will be good investments. I'm just looking now, so I'm going to remove these guys just because I've already got a fair few wingers. I'm just looking really for positions where there's only one player. They're the best investments. I mean, you can invest from a whole league quite easily, but I'm looking just for positions where there's literally only one player, which is what I found in a lot of these situations. And as you guys can see, a lot of them are wingers and fullbacks. So, I mean, this guy here, for example, let's quickly check. No deals there, but that's all you want to do. Just keep looking through, and eventually you'll see one of these cards listed cheaply, and that's when you would then want to pick them up. There's no deals there. But, I mean, yeah, I'm just looking through, really making sure I don't have too many players from each of these clubs. So, like, I've got two right backs right now, or two right mids, rather, from this club. So, I'll remove one of them. I just need to make one more space somewhere in my club or on my transfer list, and then I'll be able to get a couple more deals. So, I'm going to put that guy in my main squad here. Does the glitch still work? Yeah, but it's a different glitch now. There's a different unlimited EA access one. In terms of right backs, they do actually have two right backs, this club. So, I'm going to remove him. And I think we are now good to go. So I'll quickly put this guy in the squad as well. And then I'll put both of these guys in here as well. So now I can go ahead, put my Cagliari investments in here, and that will then be the best investment squad from the Serie A. So the best players to invest in. I mean, you don't have to stress over this too much now. I will do a much more in-depth video where I show you guys like prices and everything of these players, the ones I most recommend getting, and I'll do the same for a lot of other leagues. But right now I'm just doing this for the Serie A. So that's one squad done. I've got a whole load of players in there. So that's the Serie A. You preferably want to do one of these for each of your different leagues. So I'm going to cancel this quickly and just call this Serie A. Here we go. Serie A. That one's now done. So I'm now going to do one for the, let's say, the Bundesliga. How much will Keita go up? I have no idea. Like, I can't read the future. I don't know how much he is now. He'll probably go up like a couple of thousand coins. Keita's not very good, so he won't go up that much. Not many people are going to buy Keita because he's slow, but he'll go up at like maybe 2 or 3k. Do I think Kane will go up? Yeah, obviously Kane will go up as he's a good player in a good league, so he naturally will. But Kane's not the type of player many people use on FIFA, so he won't go up loads. The old glitch still works for you. It's the old one's like hit and miss because it works sometimes and then doesn't work. Like I've used up my hours using it sometimes. What method should you do on 6K? Look at my latest video and use that method. Okay, this club here have some really good investments. So right backs, they've got two. One of them being that silver guy. The bronze guy will be quite rare. They've got a lot of left backs. Centre backs, they're all silver. So I think these centre backs are really good investments. So I'm going to go with those two there. And then midfield you want to kind of avoid. They have one left mid. No, they have one right mid, I mean. Do they have many strikers? Let's quickly check. They don't really have many strikers. I'm going to go with that guy. And then Mainz, we're going to quickly check. Mainz also don't have many strikers. But as I said, we're looking for the best investment. So I think I'll probably avoid that. Who do they have on the right-hand side? So you've got two players on the right-hand side for this club. So I'll pick up both of these guys quickly. Kieran Stevens, welcome to the stream, man. What's happening? Okay, left backs, right backs, they seem okay. Goalkeeper, they seem okay there. Dortmund, don't really need to invest in. Always check the goalkeeper position just in case they happen to only have like one or two. One right back, Zimmer for Dusseldorf, so that's a good one there. Right mids, they've got a fair few. Left mids, they've got they've got a few there. Strikers, they've got a few, so nothing really there. Right wing, nothing. Left wing, nothing. Okay, so there could be some good investments here. Left mid, that guy's a gold, so don't really need him. And then right mid, they've got a few players. I might go with Schmidt right there. Left back, they've got a few. Right back, they've got a few. Centre back, they've got a few. And then in goal, they only have two players in goal, so I might go with one of them. I'm just adding anyone who could be a good investment in, and then I will be kind of more precise later with I'll remove players. I just want to have a full squad basically where everyone is a really, really rare player who will be a good investment. So basically players where there's only one in a certain position. Striker, I'll check. It's always worth just checking the strikers. They don't normally go up too much just because you can convert a player into that role anyway. But sometimes they could be really rare and only have like two strikers or something. They have loads of left-sided players, loads of right-sided players. Left backs, they've got a few. Right backs, they've got a few. Centre backs, quickly check that. They're good there too. Yeah, I'm good, Kieran. I'm good, thanks. Should you mass bid if you're on the web app? No, the method's not a mass bidding one. It's a sniping one. So try and snipe them. I mean, you can bid on the web app, but you're unlikely to really win anything. So I try and snipe them, even though it's quite hard on the web app. Still try and snipe them. Wow, that team has 5 keepers. Imagine being the 5th choice keeper at that club. I mean, you wouldn't even get on the bench for a League Cup game. Okay, so they also have loads of wingers. Hertha Berlin just seem to have loads of players. So nothing worth investing in there. I'll check Mönchengladbach. No, actually, they will have players. Let's check RB Leipzig. I believe RB Leipzig, not RZ Leipzig, don't have many wingers. Yeah, right-hand side, they only have Bruno, who I think's actually transferred to some other team. And then they don't have a right winger and they don't have a left winger. So yeah, for some reason RB Leipzig are pretty short there. Right backs, I believe Schalke only have one right back. But no, actually they do have a right wing back. I've forgotten about that. So not the best investment there. Freiburg, we can check. Centre backs, they are okay for them. Right backs, they only have one, so we found a good one there. Left backs, they only have one, and it's a bronze, so he will go up a lot. Right mid, they have a couple. Left mid, they have a couple. Actually, that guy's an inform. Yeah, but I reckon they've got a few there. And then strikers, who do they have? They've got a few strikers. Do you know why EA have stopped daily rewards? I'm not sure. I didn't know they had. To be fair. Left wing, they've got one. Right wing, they've got one. Do they have any left mids? Yeah, they've got loads of left mids. Don't have any right wingers. Well, they have one right wing. They don't have any right mids, so I'll go with Nelson, the Arsenal loanee. Trading's dead. Trading is probably the best it's been for a couple of years, so I'm not too sure what you're on about, mate. Centre backs. Wow, they have so many centre backs. They must play 3 at the back. They literally have 2 pages of centre backs. Okay then, so they also have loads of keepers. I'm just looking for any teams that have just a certain position where they're quite rare. So Beck is a perfect example, unless they have a right wing back. They do. So they have Maffio, so that's not the best. Centre backs, who do they have? Pavard, a few players there. Right mid, they don't have anyone. Left mid, they have a couple of players. I'm looking right wing then. They only have one player here, and that is Akolo, so he's a good one. What's the new glitch? Just tell us. I've already told you about 5 times and shown you. I mean, it's not like I'm hiding it. I've already said go and watch It's Haber's latest video because it's quite hard to explain. Kieran Stevens with a £1 donation. Thanks a lot for that, dude. First donation of the stream. We've had a good streak of donations. I think every stream there's been a donation for the past 5 or 6 now. But yeah, thanks a lot for the first donation. Will price ranges rise? Well, for some players they will, yeah. Mainly for people who are extinct. So you'll see like I imagine the price will go up for people like Depay and Promes and all those ones that are extinct, and maybe people like Kondogbia who are near the top of their price range, or Rodrigo and stuff like that. But yeah, the glitch basically is really hard to explain. It's quite simple, but it's hard to put into words. Jed Gray with a £2 donation. Can you tell my mate Max he's trash at FIFA? Max, you are absolutely trash at FIFA. Just put it in the bin. There we go. Thanks for the £2 donation, Jed Gray. Sorry, Max. I'm sure you're fine at FIFA. Sorry if I hurt your feelings. Okay, so here we go. This team here, I've got not that many players actually. I mean, there aren't that many players to actually invest in from this league. I'd have thought there'd be more. This guy is actually surprisingly cheap. I saw him earlier. He's surprisingly cheap given he's the only right back for this team. So definitely a good one to invest in. Two donations then in the space of a couple of minutes, which is cool. Augsburg, they have a. I'm gonna add more players to this squad then. So Augsburg, I need to go and get some more of their wingers. Okay. Should you wait to sell Lloris? No. No. Should you wait? Should you wait to sell him? Yeah, you should wait to sell him. I thought you meant should you sell him? No, you should wait to sell him because yeah, he'll be worth more when the full game's out. So definitely wait before selling him. Watch the glitch. You just got here, so you didn't see it. It's quite simple. You need to have EA access on another account, but it's hard to explain. So I would recommend watching It's Haber's video, which is where I got it from, because it's easier. But basically, you load up FIFA on your second account until it gets to the FIFA 18 kind of blue menu. This is what's hard to explain because it's all on menus and it's hard to explain what a menu looks like. And then you log into your main account there, and then you keep loading the game up until it should say like loading your personal settings, and then it will say loading hospitality settings, and then when it does that you need to be hovering over quit on the dashboard of FIFA, and then spam quit when it says hospitality settings, and then load it back up. That probably doesn't make any sense, so that's why as I've said, I'd recommend watching It's Haber's video, just because it's really easy, but it's just like explaining it is quite complicated, if that makes sense. Like if you see it visually, it's easy, but actually putting it into words is hard. Just because you have to do it really quickly based on the screen that comes up, and I can't really explain what the screen is unless you guys actually see it. So yeah, just go and watch this video, and it doesn't take long, and you'll find how to do it there. Okay, so I'm gonna add some more players to this. Joe, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Keep or sell Benzema and Coman. Keep both of them because, as I've said, keep players who are good, and they're good. Nürnberg, I need to get that other centre back there. So the investment squad is going along quite well. Who have the video? I guess you mean who did the video for the glitch? It's Haber. And then Haber, fairly obviously. If you want to look his channel up, that's the name of it. Okay, so I've got a fair few investments from there. This guy, I don't think has a card. Like, look, he doesn't have a card at RB Leipzig, even though like he's got a card here, but he also has one at RB Leipzig. Stop talking about the glitch. Oh well. Suddenly loads of people were asking me how to do it, and then someone says, stop talking about it. Okay, calm down, pal. We need some centre backs from Mainz. They have quite a few silvers, but I'll go with this guy because he's got a good card, so he might go for a little bit more, and he's not that expensive either. But there is one club in the Ligue 1 which I will mention that have so many players in all the other positions, but then they have two centre backs. You know me says stop talking. I've had about two or three comments now saying stop talking. Like, what do you expect? Who'd watch a stream watching someone just be silent? Should we try that for about 10 seconds? You know me says I should stop talking. Well, we're gonna see what it's like if I stop talking. There. So if I wasn't talking, it would be fairly boring, mate. So I'll just keep talking. Thanks. Dusseldorf. Wait, have I already put any Dusseldorf players in? Because yeah, I'll put those guys in. Keep talking. Yeah, Harry Mahmoud. That's what we like. I'll keep talking. Big up Haroon. Okay then. So I need some fullbacks from this club. They have loads of right backs, or loads of left backs rather, but all of them. They have loads of them, but all of them are silver. I mean, or they're bronze, but none of them are gold, which normally means they'll go up in price. Even though you have lots of options, none of them are really going to be packed that much, so I'd go with those ones. So that's going to be the squad I've got. I'm going to actually go ahead and pick up a few more of this guy just to fill up my club. So 550 for that one, 550 for that one. Any more? I'll go with this one for 600. So we've got some more investments right there, which I'll send over. What am I doing right now? I'm investing for League SBCs at the moment. We've done the Bundesliga, and I've got that one sorted now. So this is the Bundesliga investment squad. Again, if you want to copy me, you can just go through like this. I will, in my actual video that I do on this, which will be way more in depth, and I would definitely recommend watching. All you need to do is I will try and leave my gamer tag in that video, and you guys should be able to basically play my squads, or go to play a friendly match, or play a friend squad. I believe that's still a feature, and from there you'll then actually be able to copy any of these squads, so you guys will have the same concept squad as me. Sorry for hitting my mic there. That may have sounded really weird. Okay, so this guy is definitely one I want to invest in because they only have this one right mid or one right wing or other, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him and try and pick one of those up. All your League SBC investments were awful last year. Just all you have to do really with League SBC investments is be prepared a long time in advance, and then you're getting cards for really, really cheap. So you're not really going to lose out at all. But I mean, it's so easy. If you just invest randomly, you're not guaranteed to make coins. Whereas if you do what I'm doing here, which is just focusing on specific players where they're really rare, these players are guaranteed to rise up in value. There's no chance they won't because people need these cards and there aren't really many other options. So with centre backs, for example, this team only have a handful of them, and you can get them really cheaply right here. Right backs right here. I mean, this guy is quite cheap, so I'll try and pick him up maybe for 400 coins or so. See what we can do. Strikers, I mean, yeah, a lot of these cards are quite expensive right now, but that's why you want to have them in a concept squad, because this way you can just look through, and if you see anyone listed cheap, you can pick them up, and you just do this really and keep looking through every now and again. Is Kramaric OP, followed by 50 question marks? I have no idea, I've not used Kramaric. Try him out. So you've got some players like this that are actually really expensive, for a random silver card, he's going for a couple of thousand coins. What am I doing? You just came to the stream. I'm investing for League SBCs right now. That's what today's stream is about. So, I mean, this is something you can do on a really low budget because these cards are really cheap. So this is the best low budget investment method. I should invest in the Premier League. I will be investing in the Premier League as well as every other league. So I've got a starter squad here, which isn't going to be a star squad. I will do a star squad video tomorrow. Please reply as Kramaric OP. Mate, I have no idea if Kramaric is OP. Play a game with him. Can Mertens rise to 200k? Can we calm down on the question marks and the caps? If anyone like keeps spamming stuff in caps or like question marks, just time them out. Mods. Can Mertens rise to 200k? I've no idea. How much is Mertens? I don't know. Mertens can go up probably by like 20%, 25% of what he's currently selling for. Okay then, so let's take a look at the Premier League now, and see what's going here. Yeah, mods, just time anyone out that like type stuff in caps or with loads of question marks. Just fills the chat up and makes it harder to read. Cameron Finley, welcome to the stream. The Premier League's the one I'm going to do now. So, I'm looking for a lot of the newly promoted clubs. They're the main ones, but also with these ones, you're often looking for players who are kind of in like positions where there's a really expensive player. So like for Man City, you don't want to trade like Jesus or Aguero into an SBC, so you might want a really cheap striker, for example, like probably Lucas Nemecha. Jed Gray, thanks for another. I think you've already donated £2. Thanks a lot for that. He says, I'm an absolute diamond. Thanks for that, geezer. I think you're the one who I told your mate Max that he was bad at FIFA. Thanks a lot for the second donation of the day. We've had 3 donations on today's stream, which is much appreciated. So thanks to Jed Gray and Kieran Stevens for donating. So I'm looking at Bournemouth right now. They used to be really good for investing, Bournemouth, because they only had silver centre-backs, I think. But that isn't the case now. Is Fraser a left winger? I'm guessing Fraser's a left winger. No, Fraser is a left or right mid. So that means that this Pew guy is the only non-special winger. So that's our first investment from this. Next club is going to be Brighton. A lot of these smaller clubs are really good for investing. So what we're going to do, again, I'd recommend rather than just looking at the whole club, like looking through like this, which can be a little bit confusing, just go by position, and then you can then it's clear if someone's a rare player. So right back, they've got a few. Left back, they've got a few. Centre back, they've got a fair few there. Midfield generally doesn't really matter. You're mainly looking on the wings. Left mid, they've got enough. Right mid, they've got enough. So, and yeah, striker, they've got enough players there. So nothing really worth investing in there. Burnley have got players there. They don't have any wingers. They will probably have left and right mids. I think Aaron Lennon will be one of them. Yes, they have a few players there. Goodmanson as well. Left backs, they've got a few. Right backs, they've got a few there. So Burnley aren't really that good. Okay, Cardiff. I think Cardiff will be good for investing. Yeah, Cardiff. The main reason for this is because Cardiff's squad, I mean, no offense to Cardiff fans, is awful. Like compared to the other Premier League teams. I mean, they did an amazing job to get promoted with the side they've got. But I mean, you can see by the ratings of their team, they're not very good. Like the players they have are far worse than the comparative similar kind of players in the Premier League. But in terms of FIFA, that's really good because look at all the investments I found here. They don't really have any gold players. Or they don't have many at all. So we've got loads of good investments from Cardiff. Loads of them. They only have 3 centre-backs. You'll need 2, regardless of the formation. Maybe even 3. But they do play 4 at the back, so it will probably be 2. And one of them is gold. The others are silver. So you've got these 2 as silver investments. And, I mean, yeah, you can get these cards cheaply. So they're definitely good ones. Morrison, he's a good one. And then Manga as well. You've got Mendes Lang, who's a good investment. I mean, yeah, look, I've got basically the whole Cardiff squad's good. They only have 1 left mid. They only have 1 right winger. So yeah, loads of good ones here already. There we go. I should try Fulham, Wolves, Brighton, or Bournemouth. Yeah, Wolves, I imagine, will be good. Fulham will be good too. Yeah, all those types of clubs really are the ones you're looking for. So just the ones that don't really have that many good players. Chelsea, though, looking at the major clubs, you don't really want to look at a club like Everton. They're not really going to have anyone. But look at a club like Chelsea and just be like, yeah, they've got left backs. They've got right backs. Centre backs, maybe. Are people going to trade at Aspilicueta? No, people have got cheaper options there. So not a good example there, but certain positions you'll just find, in the midfield maybe. No, midfield's okay as well. Not a good example here, but I mean maybe on the left, the midfield positions, left wing. They only have Hazard and then Hudson-Odoi. I'd say Hudson-Odoi is good because no one's going to trade Hazard into an SBC. Although what people probably do is use like Masonda and Moses or something. They'll just use one out of position. Strikers, they've got a fair few there. So let's now head over and look at Crystal Palace, who I believe may have a couple of decent investments in defence. Centre-backs, they're good for. Right-backs, though, they've got 2 right-backs that are worthy investments. I'm not going to get Hudson-Odoi just because, as I said, I think people probably will do as I said and use like a right winger as a left winger. So there we go. That's a couple of investments there. Let's keep checking. I think they will probably have like Van Aanholt and Soiree and people there. So yeah, they've got left backs, they've got centre backs, they've got right mids, they've got do they have left mids? Not many. And do they own, yeah, the left mids then? You've got 2 decent deals here that I'll pick up. So yeah, I'll take both of those guys. The bronze one, I mean, I'll see if I can get one for, well, he's extinct, so yeah, not going to get him. So yeah, we've got Crystal Palace, we've got Cardiff covered. I mean, look how many Cardiff investments there are. They're all good ones. Crystal Palace we've covered. Everton don't really need to go in there. Fulham may have some good ones in the defence, especially. That's normally where to go. Defence. Right back, they've got 3 that could all be good. I think that's Ryan Sessegnon's brother as well. That Sessegnon there. Left back, they've got some gold cards, so no point going there. Centre backs, they've got a few players, so it's okay. Right mids, no one. Left mid, Schürrle. Do they have a right winger? No, they actually don't have any right-sided players. What trading method did I use to get all these coins? A variety. Investing's good, but right now what I'm doing is League SPC investing. But to get this coins, I use the left forward, right forward, the Hunter Catalyst Shadow method, and the Silver method, and the right back and left back Premier League method. All of which I've done videos on. So if you check my channel, you'll be able to find those out. Okay then, so I'm going to go to Huddersfield now and check what you've got. Strikers, check. Left wing, none. Okay. Left mids and right mids. They have left mids. They don't have right mids. Well, they do, but they're both bad, so they're good ones. West Ham, yeah, West Ham could maybe be good. We can check that. They've got 2 right backs who could be good investments. Centre backs, they're good. Goalkeeper, they're good. Leicester, I imagine Leicester are good. Maybe like on the wings, right mid, good. Left mid, good. Yeah, Leicester. Liverpool, no. Man City, Man United. I know I said there's the cheaper alternatives, but they generally don't seem to go up that much. Right mid, you're good. Left back. Left back, there's a lot of silver cards. But when you have a lot of cards, I mean, it generally isn't that worth investing in, if that makes sense, just because there's a lot of cards, so like you can spread your investments across them, really. Southampton, let's quickly check. On the left-hand side, they only have Elyanusi. Left backs, they have a fair few. Right backs, they've got a fair few. Centre backs, they've got a fair few there as well. Spurs don't really need to go in there. Watford, what do Watford have? I reckon Watford are good. Maybe in one of the full-back or winger positions. Right mid, left mid. No, they're good too. West Ham, left mid, they're good. Right mid, they're also good. So you're mainly just looking full-backs and right-backs there. Left back, they're good. Right back, likewise. And centre-back. Yeah, so West Ham are covered. Wolves, they've got enough centre-backs. You guys probably get the idea now. There, we found some. So right-backs from Wolves are both good. Left-backs from Wolves. Wait, Wolves don't have a left-back. Wolves will probably have a left wing-back, though. They have got a fair few of them, so nothing I'm going to be investing in there. I will be replacing Dummett with a different investment though in a minute. I just want to check wingers. So they've got 1 right mid. I expect they have wingers rather than midfielders like that. So yeah, they've got wingers. So Wolves are covered, and there we go. That's the Premier League now done. So we've got a fair few investments from there, covering a variety of different options. I'll quickly put a bid on that card there. Keep Lucas Moura. Yeah, definitely keep him because he may be needed for his player of the month SBC if that comes out. So there's the Premier League investment squad done. We're going through these quite well now. We've only got 2 more to go. Liga being one of them, which is one of the best leagues for these investments. So I'll make sure to get some cards from there. I already have a squad with that name. You what? I don't think so. Where's my Ligue 1 squad? Wait, I do apparently. Okay, so I'll make a Ligue 1 squad there. Is Kramer OP? Yeah, Kramer's really OP, Kieran. Best player. Okay then, so Ligue 1. Gonna start off with Amiens, who I think already are one of the best ones. I mean, there's so many good investments in this league here. Liam, I saw yours too. Don't worry, dude. Right backs, they've got two good right backs. Well, two quite bad right backs. Luckily, they're not gold, so they're decent ones. Centre backs, what? I've already found one of the best investments for any league SBC, given they only have two centre backs. You've got this guy here who I'm just going to buy for 1.1k. Like, oh, he's already been bought. 1.2. There we go. We've got him. They only have two centre backs. This is one of the best investments you'll find them because you'll need to have at least one, like two centre backs. There's no formation that obviously has one. So they have a gold card who will be packed a fair amount, and they have this guy here who will just be really rare. He's a rare card as well, which means he'll obviously be rarer on the market. So I'll bid on this one and try and win that as well. That could be a real gem of an investment. You see cards like that go extinct instantly, then go to like 20 or 30k. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on. Let's look in the wings as well. Left wing, they don't have anyone. Right wing, they don't have anyone. Left mid, they have two players. Right mid, they have one player. So I'll go with the right mid. I mean, left mid, they've got two off, so I don't need to do that. I should invest in Lyon. No, Lyon, why would I invest in Lyon? They just have gold cards. Those ones are irrelevant. You're just looking at the bad clubs that have like hardly any players in certain positions, and you're mainly looking just for players who are silver and bronze. You want to find positions where there isn't a gold option, because then they're going to be more expensive. Right mids, they've got a few. Left mids, wait, do they have a left winger? They've got that guy, and then they've got this left mid. So I'll go with both of them. So I've got those done. Mainly, you're just looking for the small clubs, though. Like, big ones generally aren't really going to work. PSG, they only have gold cards, so like PSG or any of those clubs there, you're not really looking. Right backs, they've got a few. Left backs, they don't have many. I'll put them in there. There's so many clubs that just have loads of silvers, like here as well is another example in the league. There's a lot of clubs like this. Right mids, they've got one. Left mids, they've got a couple. I'll check strikers quickly. Yeah, they've got a few strikers. Nantes are good. Left wing, right wing. They might have left mids and right mids. Yes, they've got that guy Kayembe. Right mid, they've got these guys here. I'll put the silver in there. Left backs, they've got a few. Right backs, they've got that guy there and then a bronze. And then centre backs, they've got a fair few there. I just see a spam of Alan, Steve, and John right now. Bordeaux. Okay, Bordeaux have a few players there. Could be some good investments, but I'm really trying to narrow it down and just pick out like the very best. So again, they have two left backs, which could be good, but I'm just looking for really good ones. So Kalou could be a good one. That is if they don't have a right winger. They do have a right winger, but they're also a silver. So I'm going to go with that Kalou. Lille have some crazy good investments. Look at some of these ones there. I already have this guy, the only left-sided player at the entire club, so he's a really good investment. They also only have, I believe, one or two left-backs. They have got that guy there who I'll go with. If you then look on the right-hand side, they only have that guy there. And then if you look at the centre-backs, they only have one gold, and then they have these guys, so I would recommend investing in all these types of players. I already have done that beforehand. I did a lot of these investments yesterday. So yeah, people like that, I've already got most of those guys. But yeah, he's a decent investment. But actually, in the grand scale of things, I'm not going to go with him just because I already have so many players from all these different clubs. I want to fit in all the Ligue 1 basically in here. So left backs, you've got a good one there. They only have one left back, so that's perfect. They do actually have a left wing back, but as a silver, he'll be more sought after. Left backs, they only have one left back who I already have, so no need to go with him. Right backs, they also only have one, and I've already got him. I'll keep them though, just so I can add them, like get duplicates of them. Right mid, they only have one. Left mid, who do they have? They only have one as well. I mean, yeah, this club here has, like, Nîmes, again, they're a newly promoted side, so they have lots of players. PSG, Strasbourg have more players. I'm running out of space now in this team. But yeah, left wing, they don't have anyone. Right wing, they don't have anyone. Left mid, they've got one guy. Right mid, they don't actually have anyone either. Full backs, they have one left back called Carroll. All their centre backs are silver, and they have one right back. So we've got a fair few investments along here already. Now I'm going to remove just a couple of these, just so I can keep it a little bit cheaper. They have a few left backs, so I'll remove that guy. I'll go with this one here. I believe most of their centre backs are silver, or no, they have a gold and then some silver. So I'll go with him. Go with him. These are all good investments that I'm leaving on the bench down here. Only one right back, only one left back. They don't have many wingers. So yeah, a few good investments there. This Kalu is only 700, so I'll quickly pick him up. If I see anyone cheap like this, I normally go ahead and pick them up. Tom Walsh, thanks for that, man. Am I doing this for every league? Yeah, I've done almost all of them now. I'm doing it for all the major leagues. I could do it for all the smaller leagues. I mean, I may do that. I may do that if I can be bothered, but that is a lot of effort. Centre backs, they only have silvers. I believe I already have Mitrovic. Yeah, I do have Mitrovic. But yeah, as I said, I've already done this a little bit. I've already picked up a few investments. You could go with someone like Kone maybe. Let's see how much he is. As I said, they only have silver centre backs, so you've got a fair few cards you can invest in here. Although a lot of the cards are like they only have silvers, but they do have a lot of them, so maybe not the best ones. Caen is another one. Fun fact: I actually used to live near their stadium. When I lived in France, they were the closest thing to being my local team. They were like 2.5 miles away. No, not miles. 2.5 hours, or even like 3 hours away. That's why I supported an English club. Started supporting Man City when I was in France because I didn't have a local club to support, so I supported the club my favourite player at the time played for, who was Joe Hart. We've got a few more teams. Actually, these are some of the best ones still to come, so I have loads of stuff. I mean, look, I've already invested significantly in some of these clubs. I'll just show you guys. Right back, they've got a few. Left back, they've got one, but he's a gold card, so that's fine. They don't have many centre backs. Right mid, they've got one. Left mid, they've got one. So I'll quickly put this right mid into the squad. He's one I will definitely want to pick up. I'll remove this centre back quickly. As I said, I'm literally just narrowing it down to finding the very best players in each of these positions. Should you buy coins? If you want, you can buy coins. Toulouse have one of the best investments. They have this centre back right here. They have two centre backs basically, and Fortes is one of your only options. You've got two. I've literally got like 20 of him now. If I see any cheap ones, which I do right now, I'll pick them up. This guy is just one I've invested so much in because I can see him hitting like 20k or so, and I'm getting them all for a couple hundred coins. So yeah, I have so many of him on there. So, I mean, right backs, both of these guys are quite rare. I think I may already have this guy. I think I already have him on another account. So, I mean, I'll remove him. I just want one player, really. I don't want loads of players to look at. Right mid, we've got Cornet. I'll put a bid on him, 500 coins. This is what I do, really. I just look through and try and bid on these players or snipe them, really. But if I see one going cheap, I normally go ahead and pick them up. I think this club had two left backs, so maybe not the best investment. I'll pick one up if I see one cheap, which, I mean, there's plenty of quite cheap. So if we get on for 400 coins, I'll take that. I mean, I'm just covered now for when this SBC comes out. And think of who it could be. Like, they've had Cavani for a while. It probably won't be Cavani. It could be someone like Mbappe or Draxler or like Di Maria. It will be a really good player. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to the Liga SBC. I think it will be a really, really good player. So I think I'll be able to make some good coins on it. Hence why I'm investing a lot of my coins into it. Well, not a lot. I mean, all these cards are cheap, but I've spent quite a lot on it. Twins FIFA, welcome to the stream. You're at work, just watch the new trading video. It looks crazy with all those deals. Yeah, thanks for that. It's a really good method. I would definitely recommend trying that out. It's one of the best ways of making coins right now. This way that I'm showing you guys right now is also very, very good, and that is League SBC investing. For those of you who are new to the stream, we're basically just investing from all the major leagues around Europe, so the Liga and the Premier League, all those leagues there, and we're picking up players who are quite rare. So for clubs, for example, like Toulouse, who only have 2 centre-backs, one of them's gold, one of them's silver, we're investing in loads of those silver players because they will rise up loads in price when an SBC is released. Stade Rennais, who were my nearest top-flight professional team when I was in France, another fun fact. I'll quickly take a look at them. Centre-backs, they're good. Left-backs, they're good. Right-backs, they have a few players, so I'm not going to look there. Right mids, they have a few. Left mids, they have one, but he's a gold. So there we go for that one. And then Reims, they have quite a few strikers. They have one right winger. What are we looking at here then? Left mid, they've got a few. Right mid, okay, so we've got ourselves a good deal there with that Ojo, I think his name is. I think that's how you say it. Left backs, they've got one. Right backs, okay, so we've already done that. There's the Liga investment squad. Eventually, it's all done. So those are all of the best investments from the Liga. So this guy, for example, is the only left mid for this team, so that makes him a really good investment. So definitely one to pick up. Twins, what do you guys? I don't know which one. I don't know which one of you guys, because you're twins. I don't know which one of you guys is in the stream. But what are you doing? What is your job? You've got to go now. Okay, see you later. Not sure again. Not sure which one of you guys it is. Let me know. Let me know when you join the stream next. Who it is that's the one in the stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Next time you're streaming, I'll come by, as always. Right backs, Selic. This guy's the only right back for, I believe this is Lille. I don't know if EA don't have the rights for Lille, or they just have a new badge. But yeah, they have a new badge on FIFA now. So we've got this guy here. When is the League SBC coming out? No, well, every month. Should start next Friday. There'll be 2 coming out. At least if it's the same as last year. Yeah, I'm hoping the Ligue 1 is going to be one of those first ones because that's when I'm investing a lot in. Oh, you're Vincent. You're a delivery rider. Okay, surely that's a bit dangerous if you're riding a Deliveroo like car or motorbike or whatever whilst watching the stream. Keep an eye on the road. Don't want you having an accident. Hopefully you've stopped and you're waiting to deliver something and you're not delivering something whilst watching me, because I don't want one of my streams to end up causing a car crash or something. Stay safe. Rick Design, welcome to the stream. What's going on, dude? Okay, so that's the Ligue 1 squad done. Now I only have La Liga to go. Marshall Oscar, I will mod you because you have been in a fair few of my streams recently, and you seem like a sound guy. Okay, so I will go with La Liga as the final one. La Liga. So we've done every single one of the major leagues. Now I can do the Russian league and all that, but I'm not going to do that on today's stream. I'll do that maybe on the next one. I'm not sure. You have a Kirby 82. Do you wait or sell? I mean, he's an irrelevant, like, crap player. He's not going to rise in price. He's not, like, nothing's going to happen to him. So, like, he's not suddenly going to, like, go up loads in price. Like, it's simple. Basically, if a player's good and plays in, like, a good league, good nation, has good stats, etc., they'll go up in price. If they're bad, if they're, like, a non-rare, if they're just a crap player, they won't. It's fairly simple. Okay, so what's happening? Let's go with La Liga. I'm not fully sure on La Liga, like which clubs are which when it comes to investments. I think a lot of these clubs just have gold players. Like you find that generally with La Liga, it's just full of like good to average teams. They just have loads of like non-rare golds really. Although we may have found something here. They only have one. Yeah, they have a couple of wingers, but they're all gold. That's what I'm saying. So there's less good investments with a league like this. I'm not even going to look at Atletico. Lejanes. I'm not sure how you say them. They have two right backs, and they're both silver. Neom being one of them. The ex was he West Brom fullback? I'm not sure. Left backs they also only have two, and they're both again silver, so I'll go with those. Centre backs we've got. They have loads, so I'm not gonna look there. Right mids they have one, but he's a gold. Left mid they have a few, but they're gold. Right wing is irrelevant anyway because I've already got a few of them. Alaves strikers they've got a few. Left wing they don't have any. Right wing they don't have any. So we could have something here. They're gold and he's gold, so nothing there. Left backs they've got a few. Right backs they've got a few. Centre backs they've also got a few. Centre backs. Okay then, so let's move on to a new league now. Barcelona, not a new league, a new club. Yes, it's Twins FIFA Vincent. I'll see you later next stream. For some reason my chat won't move anymore. I can't scroll up it. They have one left back. They have one. No, they have two right backs. So I was going to say that guy's a silver, but obviously he wasn't. I'm trying to look back through the chat, just catch up. There we go. Yeah, I was just catching up on the chat quickly because for some reason my PC, well not my PC, but like something froze. I'm not sure. I couldn't see something. The Mexican League. Yeah, the Mexican League could be good for investing. Girona may have some players here. Girona have quite a lot of random, like they have an English player, Patrick Roberts, right here, on loan from Man City. They have a lot of City players because City actually own Girona. They actually don't have any right backs, so that's weird. They have a few centre backs. Levante, right backs. They've got a few left backs. They've got a few. I mean, all these clubs here, they seem to just have plenty of players. Right mids, they've got a few. Left mids, they've also got a few. Like, it's the same case with all of these teams, really. I don't really find anyone to invest in. Real Valladolid. That guy used to play for City, NSU now. I think City have a buyback clause on him. There we go. We've got a left winger. They may already have a left mid. I'm not sure. Yeah, they have a load of left mids, so that probably isn't even a good investment. There just don't really seem to be anyone in this league. Okay, left backs. They've got two. La Liga is probably the worst in terms of investing. I mean, you only have a few. I've not even found a club yet that only have like one player in a certain position or anything like that, really. Rayo Vallecano only have silver keepers and they only have two, so I guess that's okay. But there's nothing that jumps out. Like in Ligue 1, there were some really, really good investments that stood out, which haven't really happened here. I found a few positions where there's two players, like all of these ones here, but nothing better than that, really. But the good thing about La Liga is when there is an SBC, it's generally got a really, really good player that you get from it. So it's in massive, like it's a really hyped SBC that a lot of people end up completing. But yeah, as I said, La Liga's just full of average gold players. And like, obviously there's plenty of good players in La Liga, but you don't really have any clubs that have bad players compared to pretty much every other league. They all just have loads and loads of players. So Espanyol, I mean, a lot of these clubs just have the same types of players, really. You never really see a club that has loads of bronzes or anything in La Liga, whereas in Ligue 1 you have like, oh, we found a rare one there. But in Ligue 1, for example, you've got like clubs that, I think there's two clubs that only have two centre backs and one of them's a silver, so like there's some good ones there. Real Betis are newly promoted, so may have Barragan there, the right back, only one, and only one left back, but he's a gold, so we're not going to invest in him. Left mid, they've got a few. Move on. Real Madrid, Real Sociedad. Let's check. They only have one right back, Real Sociedad. I did not know that. Unless they have a right wing back, always worth checking. They don't. So we're finding a few investments now. We're finding a few. Right mid, left mid. Right wing, left wing, they've got a couple. Ibar, they don't have any there. They do have some left mids, they do have some right mids. Left backs, they've got right backs, they've got centre backs, do they have any? Yeah, they've got loads of centre backs. Why am I not reading comments? I am, but almost all the comments have been pointless. It's just been people asking whether they should keep or sell people. Um, pretty much that's all. But yeah, I have still been reading the chat a fair amount. So there's a few decent players from here. They only have one left winger. Okay, so that's everyone. That's all those positions done. I only have a few more to go now, and I'll check these. But I think all these clubs have got players in these positions anyway, so I don't really need to invest in them. Okay, so yeah, they all seem to have like decent players in these positions. Right back, they're good. Right mid, they seem to be good. Left mid, they seem to be good. Yeah, so Valencia are fine, and then Sevilla. I think Sevilla are fine too, unless they maybe don't have a right back. Who do they have? They have Vidal. So yeah, they're fine too. So I think that is the Ligue 1 done. Or La Liga rather. We've got La Liga now, so all the investments here in one squad. I mean, some of these cards are going to be really expensive, like this guy, because he's got a really good card. But gonna look through now and hopefully get some deals there. I've done all of these different leagues though now. We've got La Liga, we've got Liga, we've got Serie A, Bundesliga, and Premier League. Spider on my shoulder. I'm fairly sure there isn't a spider on my shoulder. There we go. So we've got all of these ones done now. I would personally recommend the League On right here because that's got some really good investments in, which I'll be trying to pick up myself off stream. There's one for 800 quickly that I'll get right now. So there we go. I'm just stocking up really. Getting as many of these players as possible. I will do a video on these investments at some point though. How do you earn profit by selling on Depop? Well, you buy stuff for cheap and then you sell it for more than you bought it for, so you make profit. It's basically trading on FIFA, but in real life. I mean, it basically is. Like today, for example, I went to a kilo sale where you pay £15 for a kilo of clothes. So I think I got 6 kilos of clothes. It was about £60. No, I got 4 kilos of clothes. It was about £60, but I can sell all the clothes combined for maybe like £250, £300. So you make profit obviously by selling it for more. So I just got lucky. Well, I didn't get lucky because I know what I'm doing because I've done it for a while. But like I found stuff that I can definitely sell on. Okay, so I'm just looking through now, seeing if I can find any cheap players. Like anyone specifically here that could be a really good deal. I mean, I haven't really seen anyone yet that is like making me think that they're a really good deal worth picking up. I mean, someone like this maybe, yeah, I'll put a bid on him, but no buy nows or anything. Some of these are really rare, as you guys can see obviously here. One for 600 coins, I'll pick that one up. I mean, I still have like my coins have barely changed from the beginning of the stream, even though I've picked up a load of players, because all these players are just so cheap, which is the good thing about this method. You're not really like paying over the odds for any players. Okay then, so that's the Liga, and we've got a wide variety of their players done. La Liga I don't really care too much for. I have a week to get these investments anyway, before the first of these League SBCs will come out. I will keep an eye on him, try and get one cheap. Can't see any of those. Hopefully you guys have done the same. You sell fake stuff on Depop and make profit. Not gonna lie, that's a bit of a scummy thing to do, but I mean, if it makes you money. I mean, to be fair, like it's someone's own fault if they fall for a fake. I mean, I guess so. Well, are you selling them? Are you selling them as real or are you selling them as fake? I don't know, because like, yeah, I guess like I actually, I don't think I've ever fallen for a scam. I may have and not know about it, but like, I buy most of my clothes off Depop just because I like buying like brands that are normally like typically found on Depop or brands that would be otherwise too expensive for me to buy. Like, I don't know, Heron Preston, for example, like this t-shirt here. I got off Depop, I got a really good deal on it, but if I, like, it would be not out of my price range to buy in real life, but I just wouldn't. I definitely well, not in real life. What do I mean? Not like retail price. Like it would just be like I wouldn't want to buy it for the retail price, but I'd happily buy it on Depop for like a much cheaper price because I think with this one here it was in an end of year sale. Someone had bought it, it was too small for them, and then they ended up selling it for a much reduced price. Oh, you sell them as fakes. Yeah, you sell them as fakes. That's fine. That's fine. I thought you meant like you sold fakes as reals, which that would be like quite a scummy thing to do. But selling like fakes is fine. Oh, although people may end up then buying them and then selling them themselves as like genuines. He bought a fake Bape Stussy shirt, but he told you it was real. I bought right at the beginning when I started getting into like streetwear and that. I bought a bootleg Supreme crew neck for like £20. And I had no idea about what I was buying anyway, but it was like it was like £20 or something, for a Supreme box logo crew neck. But yeah, that I mean, I didn't have any idea what I was buying, so I was like, oh yeah, that's probably a good deal or something. But I think that's the only fake thing I've bought, and I don't wear that because I mean, it looks really weird as well. It's not like one of those awful fakes that has like a massive box logo. It looks kind of real. Like most people would probably just think it's real, but it's fairly fake. But I think that's the only fake thing I've bought. At least I hope so. I may have ended up buying loads of fake stuff and not realised I may have just been scammed loads. That wouldn't be ideal. Okay, so I'm just looking through here trying to find any final deals. I will end the stream off once I've done this. I'd recommend you guys doing exactly what I've done here, which is making a concept squad of rare players, which, I mean, you guys can copy the players I've used here, really. Just doing this from all the major leagues, really. So that's what I'm doing, just trying to find anyone that could be a good deal, really. What am I doing right now? I've just finished building concept squads for every team in the Premier League. Not every team in the Premier League, every major league, including lots of teams in the Premier League. And any rare players I've gone ahead and picked up. So I'm just looking like for certain teams that maybe only have like one left back, for example, and then I'm investing lots in that left back because they're quite rare. Or in this case, here I'm looking at centre backs, and right now centre backs for Cardiff they only have I think 3 or no, they have like, I think they have 2 that are silver, and then they have they have 1 gold card, so you will have to use like a couple of the silvers in an SBC. Their left mids, I mean, they're really expensive for some reason. The left mid he's like a couple of thousand coins. How do I have so many coins? Just by trading, using some really good methods, which I did a video on one of them today. I mean, just easy ways of making coins that anyone can try out. And then if I see anyone cheap along here, I will just pick them up and store them in my club. It may be months until I sell them, but I'm paying so little for them anyway. When I do sell them, I know I'll make a lot of profit, so that's fine. I've probably spent about 40k maybe on these investments overall, like including ones off stream, and it's not really going to affect my coin balance, but I know I can genuinely sell those 40k of investments because they're all really, really good investments because they're like the best players to invest in because I've put a lot of effort into actually finding them, which you guys have seen here. I know that I'll be able to turn that 40k worth of investments. I can genuinely turn that into like 500k easily. Like they'll go up that much, really. Right backs, that's good because this right back here is now the only right back for them because they do have in concepts they have this guy, but he's now transferred away, so they actually only have 1 right back. So that one's decent. And then Bundesliga and Serie A, I'm going to take a look at. La Liga, as I said, I don't really care for because they don't really have that many good investments. I will look at them, but I think there's definitely better ones in other leagues. The Serie A is a really good one. I mean, I've looked through the Serie A already, so we have one more to look at, and that is going to be the Bundesliga, which we've already picked up a few from, but just worth checking. I'll try and get that guy. This is what I do normally. I just look through and just bid on people and snipe them, and just see if I can get any deals. If you just keep a concept squad like this open, you can just go and do this like whenever you go onto FIFA, just flick through the pages, see if you find anyone, and that's all really. What to do with 250k? Do any advanced SBCs if you haven't done them, and then I'd invest the rest of it into players like this for League SBCs, and players like Tolisso and Goretzka and Son and like Martial and Promise, just players who are like have good stats in good leagues, who will rise up in price, and also informs like Inform Xhaka is a really good one, and also Inform Ryan Fraser. Is this my main account? Yeah, it is, man. It's my main account. Okay, I'm going to get that card for 400 coins, hopefully. Get this centre back if I can, for cheap. I mean, yeah, this just don't overpay. Like, don't panic and start buying these cards because you guys have a month until the first two League SBTs come out, and then there's another month until the next two come out, and it just goes on and on. So you have loads and loads of time to pick up any of these investments. There's no rush to do it right now. So if you see someone and you don't really like want to pay over the odds for them, just wait. I mean, hold off until you can get a good price on them. Really, that's the best thing to do here. I mean, these cards here, if I just bid on them and try and get them super cheap, and it doesn't really matter if I miss out on them because I have so many more chances to get them. Do you keep or sell Gabriel Jesus? You keep him until the full game's out, 100%. Okay, so there's been a few of this Nelson card listed up. If I then find a card that I think is a really good investment, so like Nelson is the only right-sided midfielder at this club, or I found like certain positions where there's only, I think that there's a team in, I might try and get that card, only right back for that club. Am I hacking? No. Can you even hack FIFA? I don't know. But like, yeah, certain clubs I'm investing loads into. So I found a club where there's only one centre back, and I've bought so many of that centre back. I've bought about 20 of them. Or well, there's a gold card, there's a gold centre back, but there's a silver one that I've invested loads into. I'm also quickly going to change my club name, just because I don't want to be called Leipzig VFL. I'm gonna change that, so I'll back out quickly. You're going to go and do left and right forward trading. Nice one. I'm going to go and get a snack after this. I'm going to end the stream off. And yeah, I may record it. Well, actually, I've got more videos to do, really. I do need to do more videos. I've got a squad builder to do. I've got a best investments video. And I've got another trading video as well. E2A YouTube. There we go. E2A. There we go. That's the club. Done. And yeah, that is going to be the end of today's stream. I think I've just completed something, so I probably get something for that. What do I get? Do I get a pack? Do I get a, what's it going to be? FIFA Interactive World Cup Stadium. I might as well use that. Okay then, so that's going to be the end of the stream. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Liam Porter, thanks for that. Thanks for all the people who've been in all stream. For some reason my hand really hurts. Happy birthday, it's Adam GAFC. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys did enjoy. I will have 2 videos out tomorrow in a live stream too. I didn't stream earlier today, which is what I normally do because I was out all day at a kilo sale buying new clothes to sell, and then I was at I was watching the football as well. So then after that I kind of streamed, and that's it really. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.